What is up, folks? Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Stately, and that must mean that it's 6 Pacific, and we're here on 1mc3.com, where I play Minecraft, so you don't have to. How's everybody doing today? We're here in Elvish today. We've been on the adventure server for the last couple of days, and I don't want anybody to think that we've abandoned Elvish. So we're going to do some work here in Elvish for starters, and maybe we'll hop on the adventure server for a little bit towards the second half of the stream. And then towards the end, I think we'll play some toybox or maybe some spleef, depending on who shows up and what y'all want to play. Should be fun, right? Ew, I'm on the wrong chat channel. No, I'm not. I'm on the proper chat channel. It is all good by the look of it. Let me double check. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I'm back. I never went anywhere. I was here all along. I can prove it. I have evidence. Hey, Hunter. How you doing, man? So, what I'm thinking we're going to do today, we haven't done that in a little while, is do a little bit of work on Fort Barbary. It's not incomplete as such, but, you know.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I am totally talking. Oh, I'm probably on push to talk on the stream channel. Yeah, I'm still push to talk in here. There we go. I was on push to talk on the stream channel. And now I'm not. So, some interior decor maybe, and I've never really been happy with the way this tower looks. So, maybe we'll work on that. Maybe we'll focus on prettying up the tower a little bit. Oh, don't you love that? Windows 10 is such a miserable POS in that regard. I downgraded from Windows 10. Cronus, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Good to see ya. Let's grab a bite to eat. So, one of the things that I don't like about the tower is the way this edge here works. Also, there's no real interior, and I kind of feel like maybe there should be a small third tier on top. So let's play around with that a little bit today. After I get my daily dose of cow soup, which is a terrible name for a product. But the cows seem to give it willingly, so I'm not complaining, if they're not complaining. Alright, so the interior is kind of problematic. I like the way this looks. I built the thing as kind of a diagonal square because why not? But it does mean the interior area is a little bit challenging to decorate. I'm tempted to like make a room back here and make that be kind of my personal living quarters. And then maybe we'll have a ladder going up to the roof. I've experimented with a couple of designs for staircases, but anything I can think of. Hey, welcome. Anything that I can think of in the way of stairways in here just took up way too much space. So I'm thinking maybe we'll give that a miss and go with a slightly more conservative approach and just do a ladder. But again, it's just to like get up to the roof. So I'm thinking we run a wall from here through the post over to here, and that'll be like my living quarters, my personal little cloister. And I'm going to use a combination of, I think, sandstone and maybe a clay, because I think we can have a different color on the interior here. Assuming I have anything, let's take a look. Sandstone is easy, I got plenty of that. And I do have clay. I don't have any colors that I'm particularly excited by. I think I might have red stained clay left over at the ship build. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Thank you. mute the mic when I do that, but I can't currently mute the voice chat on Discord. So I apologize to those of you on the stream channel. You have to listen to my sniffling and sneezing. It is the allergy season. How you doing? Hop on in. And we'll take you over to Spawn Town. New players don't always get a ride to Spawn Town, but I think we'll make an exception today. Hey, hold on a sec. Come back here. And let me know if you want some iron to help you get started out. So this is a PvE survival server. The difficulty is set to hard. You will probably die a bunch, but it'll be worth it. And as a rule, do please check out the rules. But as a rule, you can build anywhere as long as you're not too close to other people. The build area around town here is protected, but it's one of the few areas on the map that's actually protected. And you can build here once you've proven that you actually can build cool stuff that fits in with the style. This is kind of our showcase. Our spawn town is where everybody puts their cool showcase builds and neat stuff. Pretty much anywhere. I would recommend just getting on a boat and having a look around. But as soon as you get outside the spawn area, you're fine. Also, the /map command is useful. There's a link to it. This isn't really a good place for this. This is like blocking the view of my pretty park. So we're gonna have to move this, I think. Who put this here? Flight Wish. It's no big deal. I mean, I get the intent. It's just not a good place for it. Anyway, that's not a huge concern. I was going to go get some red stained clay that I think I might still have. So again, Kronos, if you have any questions or you need anything, just drop me a line. If you want some supplies to help you get started, I or somebody on the server can help you out. Let's see. So we got a very cool shop here, but there's only one thing for sale. A lot of shop, not a whole lot of sales. Is anybody good at designing banners? I'd like a cool banner design for Fort Barbary. I have a bunch of like posts around the exterior. Hey, Pigman. How you doing? Welcome. I can't get off there. There's no way to get off a boat over there. It's not a very good pier. Oh dear. Alright, let me go unstuck, Pigman. Yeah, are you really stuck? Actually, it looks like you are. Alright, let's get you out of here. Also, you're welcome. So, red stained clay. That's what we were talking about here. And I did buy some recently. For some reason these don't stack. We still have a small bug in the registers where some things that come out of cash registers don't stack properly. I'm not sure red is what I want to go with here. I'm not sure stained clay is what I want to go with at all. I might end up using acacia wood instead, just because it matches a little bit better. I did use yellow clay, a fair amount of it in the build, so that might work. Take it easy, birds. Hey, what's not to like about that, right? Sounds like fun. I should do that. I don't have a lot of acacia, but it's not exactly hard to come by. I do still have a decent amount of yellow stained clay, so let's use this. See what we can do with it. And I got sandstone. That'll do for starters. So, I'm probably going to get rid of the fence. And we will start with just a little foundation here. Just like that. This feels a little crowded over here now, but I'm not too concerned. And then I think the entrance should go right about here, right? Kind of in the middle of this section. It's not going to look completely balanced, but symmetry isn't like required, right? We don't have to make everything perfectly symmetrical. And then we'll go with the smooth sandstone, and then we'll use yellow along the top, I think. Spawn is huge. Yeah, Spawn Town is coming along nicely. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. There's a lot of cool stuff on the server, and you can see a lot of it on the DIN map. So if you just want to go exploring and check out all of the cool stuff everywhere, just check out the DIN map. We have a decent portal system to get around. Chiseled sandstone. I can just make smooth sandstone, obviously. That's not the issue. Easy as pie. Wait, did I already have a bunch? I guess so, because now I seem to have a bunch of smooth sandstone. Whatever. I'm going to lose some light here, but that's not the end of the world. Now, I kind of feel like there should be, even though this is like an interior room, I kind of feel like maybe there should be some windows. But let me see what I can get going on here. I'm gonna have to mess around with these corners a little bit, and that might be a problem because a lot of these are like diagonal corners. But whoa, okay. But let's see what we can do. I am gonna want, I think, some acacia. I'll probably put in a couple of extra acacia posts along this line to keep it looking more or less pretty. At least have some variety in there. Alright, that's fine. Hey, congratulations. That's neat. And this, again, I think this is probably not solid on the other side. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, let's put an acacia post on the corner here. I need to offload a little bit of inventory. I have, as usual, way too much stuff in my inventory. So let's see these. All right, let's put them away. Waste not, want not, as they say. And the sticks and one bone. Yes, I'm storing one bone and a couple baked potatoes. I guess I'll eat those before I eat the rest of my food. And I've got a bunch of cookies, rotten flesh I'm not really into right now. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and make some ladders because we're going to do ladders. Welcome back, goodbye, welcome back, goodbye. That should be enough. And again, acacia. I don't have any acacia logs, but I'm pretty sure A, I have some saplings, and B, there are acacias at the tree farm. Which, by the way, public tree farm, as long as you replant. Hey, so the build challenges, we did one Sunday. That's our build challenge day. If you haven't attended one, they're a lot of fun, and feel free. Every Sunday we do a speed build challenge on our planning server. The basic setup is everybody gets an equal-sized plot, and as the build challenge starts, the theme is announced, and everybody has 20 minutes, or maybe in future half an hour, to come up with an awesome build. And some of the builds we use on our adventure server as encounter locations. Some of them are just for funsies. but it's always good fun. And to that point, the adventure server is coming along nicely. The first 2 days have gone surprisingly well, all things considered. Considering that this is thousands of lines of new code that's never been tested in the wild before, I am very happy with the way everything has turned out so far. Was Flyboy already on? I'm not sure. But, I mean, what's the worst case scenario here? I accidentally said hello to somebody one more time. Dogcat, how you doing? Welcome. I hope you finished your homework, or at least enough of it that you'll get away with it. Either way is fine. Yeah, I know you were there. Didn't you, get second place? This is a new build. I haven't seen this before. I'm not sure who's working on this here, but I like the way it looks. This is nice. This is whoever is building this is a good builder. It looks like maybe it's meant to be I don't know. I see this and I think maybe it's like for villagers, for having a villager mall. But it could also be maybe a fire pit. Not quite sure. Anyway, we'll see who built this, and when they're on, and when it's complete, we'll come check it out. I think there were a couple of people who had a cool build that they wanted me to check out here on Elvish. I forget who it was, but if you want me to come check something out today, let me know. And I will happily do so. I always like seeing what people build on the server. Back to the adventure server. I made some fixes and some improvements. There's not a whole lot of build space left near spawn. You should probably start your first base a little ways out. Just go wandering a little bit or hop in a boat and have a look around. There's not much that's actually claimed. It might seem that way, but it's not something you need to worry about straight away. Is that an actual grief ticket, Frosted, or are you just testing the ticketing system? Am I in the right place? I kind of forgot where I'm going. Tree farm, over there. Check. Yeah, we had a great time with the build challenge. So I've added a few quests to the adventure server. I've added a few quest givers at spawn, and I've rebalanced a few quests. I've also fixed a few potential exploits with the way protections work. Yeah, there are even like portal areas that are unclaimed. I mean, you can go out and claim your own portal. So, good stuff, Dogcat. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome back to the real world. And by the real world, I mean the fake world, but whatever. We're not picking nits here, right? I'd like to talk to you, and I don't think Birds is still here, is he? Can somebody check to see if Birds is on Discord? He's like the only one who has a protected region so far, I think. Which might mean that it's a little too expensive. Oh, I've also, I've fixed the issue with no green crates spawning. There should be a reasonable number of green crates spawning into the world. Green crates are the slightly less interesting one. Okay, thank you. Hold on just a sec. Actually, we can do that later. It's no big deal. I need to find some saplings here. Yay! Horses will come in handy on the adventure server. One of the things that I'm planning on doing on the adventure server is giving a combat bonus to players who fight on horseback. Because, you know, cavalry.
Birds is coming back on.
Okay. So I'm thinking, like, if you attack from a horse, a player that's not on a horse, you'd get maybe a 30% damage bonus, something along those lines. Well, you won't have too much trouble finding one. Do a little bit of exploring. I guess I only grabbed 2 saplings because I'm smart. SMRT smart. Yeah, sure, Dev. Is your ship done? See you, Frosted. Okay, there we go. I replanted. That way I don't get banned. Wouldn't want to get banned from my own server. That would just be embarrassing.
By the way, Birds is back on. He asked you what's up in chat.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Birds. Hope you're listening to stream here. Do you want to hop on the stream channel real quick? I want to ask you a couple of questions about, like, protections and stuff, since you're, like, the only person who has experience with it. Just let me know, in stream or wherever. Somebody will have to drag him in. Hey, Birds. Yeah, I know. So, hey, I wanted to ask you this because you're the only person, I think, who actually has a protected region so far.
Stream is confusing me.
Oh, just, yeah, mute the stream audio.
How's it going?
It's going. So, I'm having some doubts about these protected private regions and making them completely inviolate, because I'm afraid people will use private regions as clan regions to avoid the drawbacks of clan regions. Do you think that's an issue?
I think early game people are going to do it much more, but I think having the clan itself is, it's a thing you kind of want. I don't think anyone's just going to get a bunch of personal clans. If that's what you're saying,
that is what I'm saying. What I was thinking I might do is have the protection on private regions work a little bit differently depending on whether they're in the wilderness zone or the outer realm. So what I was thinking is that you still get mining fatigue on both. And in the outer realm, players would be unable to break heads, chests, and beds, whereas in the inner realm, players would be unable to break anything in a clan region. Or theoretically, I could set it up so that in the wilderness, I can hop into a bed real quick, Hunter. Theoretically, I could set it up so that in the wilderness, private claims act exactly the same as clan claims. So you get mining fatigue, but beyond that, you're not prevented from breaking anything. Whereas a private region in the outer realm, you get mining fatigue, but you'd only be prevented from breaking central blocks, so chests, beds, and heads. What do you think?
So the wilderness, you'd be able to break chest, beds, and heads for your idea, or is it the outer realm?
Well, so there's two ideas, right? One idea is treat clan regions in the outer realm exactly like private regions. In which case, private regions in the wilderness. Treat private regions in the wilderness the same as clan regions. So you can break anything, but you have mining fatigue 4. The other plan would be to only prevent breaking of heads, chests, and beds.
I think I like the idea of the only breaking of head, chests, and beds.
So you wouldn't be able to break anything in a private region in the outer realm, and
but those items.
Yeah. Bushy Fox, how you doing? I thought it said Busty Fox there for a moment. I was like, oh, the furries have found us. The furries have found us. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, Bushy Fox. Welcome. Birds, how you doing? All right, I'll talk about this some more, and I'll ask some other people what they think, and then we'll do it one way or the other.
Cool. I'm gonna go watch some YouTube.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
So, this is like a tiny little gap between this and that. I'm not entirely sure. This looks a little cramped, but it's not a big deal, I think. Okay, so Jeez. My claims. Takes a little while to type stuff, Frosted. Give me at least a minute to respond. So I guess maybe we'll just fill this in with a bar here, right? Like that. And so we could either like go all the way up. I think that might look a little bit silly, or we can have like an interior wall here. Either way, I'm just going to fill this in because that makes no sense. Well, I'd have to know what the error message is to help you. Vague symptoms, there's not a whole lot I can do with. And I'm thinking I want to incorporate some of the yellow clay. Maybe like around the door. I have to be really careful with this pickaxe because it is way too easy to accidentally break 4 blocks. I should just have like an iron pickaxe for use exclusively with sandstone. Alright, let me get rid of the non-stacking stuff first. I think if you like place it and break it, it'll stack again. Not 100% sure of that. Yeah, so we have 2 protection systems. It's the claim system is kind of an experimental self-service thing, but you can also simply protect your completed builds by requesting protection on them. And either way works differently, but the end result is the same. Let's see, I'm just going to temporarily park this here, and then we'll go ahead and add this on. And hey guys, if you're watching on Twitch and or YouTube and you haven't seen this before, my name is Stately. This is play.1mc3.com. It's a public server, and you are welcome to join us. We have our PvE server that we're on now, which is an awesome vanilla build server. We have our brand new, now in beta, toybox minigame server. Toybox minigame server we've already had for a while. Our brand new, now in beta, adventure server, which is a combination questing clan server. And then we have our toybox minigame server, we have a planning server, all of the normal accoutrements as well. So there's always something interesting for you lot to do, if you're up for it. And I'm wondering if I want to have like a way to get up here and view the world from this window. Because it seems to me that kind of makes sense, right? To want to be able to get up there. So maybe I'll put a floor up here. Maybe I'll put like a half floor up here. And then you'll go by ladder and you can come up here and then you can go further up to the roof if you want to. That seems like a pretty good idea. But let me fill this out first. We're going to, I guess, just put the little rooflets here. And I don't like that. That is kind of weak. That be weak, yo. Alright, let's see what else we can come up with here. I have chiseled sandstone. I can put like a row of chiseled sandstone blocks on top for the sake of variety. And that does involve being able to find the chiseled sandstone. And have to be very careful breaking this stuff. I don't know. I like having some color, so I guess I'll keep it in, but the asymmetry kind of bugs me. It looks lopsided. And what I want to do is... This is Silk Touch, so we're good. And my inventory's full again. Move the ender chest outside here. That's a much more logical place for it. Okay, so I'm going to want some oak planks. I think we'll go with oak floors on the second level because we have oak floors here. And... Hey, Panzer IV. This is my base. This is Fort Barbary, and I've been working on this off and on for a while now. I decided that today would be a good day to spend a little bit of time. Oh, I didn't. I tried to, but birds murdered me along the way. There is a quest location in the wilderness towards the northwest. That's the only one I've been able to find, so check out the map. And look at the northwest edge, not far outside the... Hey, Driggy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Why are you dumb? Why are you dumb? I didn't write it. He wrote it. I do want kind of a roof, though. So maybe... Well, let's put in the floor first, and then we'll work out how to build stuff around it, because otherwise we're just going to end up moving it again. Anyways, yeah, this is my ongoing build project. Every now and then I come out here and I do a little bit of work here and there, pretty it up, and move on to the next thing. But it's already pretty neat. I mean, the exterior's nice. Your map is glitchy, so you can't do it. Wow. Alright, whatever. Swear to God. Spend dozens, if not hundreds of hours writing this stuff, and people just come by and go, oh, my map is glitchy, it's not going to work, I'm done. Fine, be that way, see if I care. Howdy, howdy. Farewell, and welcome back. So, like, we can have a little platform up here. And there's not a lot of space here, but there's enough to do something, right? It's all good, man. It's all good. Such are the frustrations of running a Minecraft server with a bunch of custom stuff. Yeah, you like that? Here, check this out. If you think that's neat, you'll like this too. These ones fell off because I was breaking stuff. I'm not sure about these ones. I think maybe these ones never had. Oh, yeah, I actually had to break a bunch of these because reasons. There was a bat, and I had to capture him. See? Secret door. Chest-actuated secret door. It's not completely invisible on the backside, but on the front you would have absolutely no idea that there's a door there. And this is why I had to break a bunch of those signs. There was a bat, and I was trying to, like, nudge him. You destroyed it on purpose? Did you not like it? Was it just, like, a fit of dissatisfaction? You were like, screw this? But yeah, I need to get some more frames and replace the ones that I broke because they despawned while I was trying to move the bat around. So on this side we can easily put in some fencing. I think I might fill in the gaps here because, just because, it's going to look better. But I could replace the gaps with actual acacia because on the inside you won't really be able to notice that there's 2 layers of acacia logs. So let's see if we can make that work. And I have some acacia fencing. Oh, I have more than some acacia fencing. I have all the acacia fencing. Pet bat. Yeah, well, I haven't had one before. That's why I went through great effort to acquire that bat. He's my buddy. Somebody named him Cookie. Lava is making you lag? That's a new one. I haven't heard of lava causing lag before. Not that I don't believe you. That's It's okay. It's a little weird maybe, but I think it'll make these nooks easier to deal with. And then this, I need to do something about that too, because I don't... why don't I just put a floor in this entire thing? We'll have like an entire second floor up here. And we can just put railings up to prevent us from falling over. I like to have like a little bit of workspace. I don't think I have quite enough room for like a full enchanting setup up here or anything. See, this is what I was trying to avoid by putting those logs in. And I think I'll just do that here as well, because it definitely looks less weird. Modern art. Oh, there you go. Just pretend you did it on purpose. Hey, welcome back. Decent turnout today. Thank you all for showing up. We got a bunch of players on the adventure server and a bunch of players over here. I'll go back to the adventure server tomorrow, I suspect, and we'll play on there as well. I'm going to be splitting my time during the beta. So this is good. I'm okay with the way this looks. This is, I don't know. Let's finish this off and then we'll look around and see if I need to change anything. Got to get some diamonds. I actually, when everybody was offline last night, I spent a little bit of time mining. I did actually find 8 diamonds, which is, you know, not terrible, not fantastic. But I'm not complaining. It's a hell of a lot better than nothing. Let's see. Junk. Offload the junk. So we don't need a trapdoor there. We have a cool little space here. And the only thing I'm thinking is maybe carpet the floor. I never really use carpet, but I'm looking at this area in particular and thinking, because we have all these different materials, and because all these different materials... No, mushrooms will not spawn here. We rescue these guys from a mushroom island right at the edge of the map. But they're perfectly happy to live on grass, and they'll breed too. No issues with that. See, it doesn't even look that good from up here. Maybe, just maybe, I would be better off making the floor out of sandstone. Is that going to look weird from in here? Alright, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just go all the way down. It'll be like a foundation post. Now I feel like we need to do the same thing over here for the sake of balance. So, why not? That's why not. It's alright, I'll get some more acacia soon. That's not a big deal. So yeah, if we do a sandstone floor here, I won't have the weird looking sections all over the place. Hey, miner's got a mine, right? Okay, we'll do that. We'll grab some slabs and we'll sandstone this. Giving a little building competition. I can't partake, unfortunately, but another time, perhaps. Do I have any trapdoors? Check it out. I do, and I'm going to need some of these acacia slabs. Oh, God. This is not 2B, folks. Not 2B2T. 1MC3. No rushers, no veterans. Just threeple. Yes, threeple. Y'all are my threeple. It's like 1MC3 and people, threeple. Just roll with it. It makes me happy. I like me a good pun.
Did you see Flyboy's message in chat about the banner?
The banner? Camping Rusher. Oh, you got a banner for me. Cool. Do you have you made it? Do you want to come over and show it to me? Because that'd be cool. Ooh, I like this song. We are playing the royalty-free YouTube music selection, which is not particularly deep, but some decent music in there. Alright, that looks better. And we can always, if we decide to, I suppose put carpet in. But for now, I'm thinking maybe not. Is your computer not quite up for it? Okay, I'll swing over by planning in a sec, and we'll have a look. You have a build you wanted to show me there too, right? Okay, so this is fine. And then up here, what I want to do is make this overhang a little bit bigger, and I'm thinking maybe I'll have it drop down a bit. So I'm going to probably have to get down on my level below here, or I can do this. I'm still going to have to get down on the level below here to clean things up later, but for now, this should do. The building in diagonals like this has its own unique set of challenges. Hey Zix, Sexy Zixy, how you doing, man? Ah! Gravity. You're not supposed to be able to crouch off of this stuff, are you? That's one of those bugs that they might fix someday. So, guys, the new snapshot, the new 1.12 snapshot was released early this morning, and its multiplayer is broken. I tried to update the snapshot server so that we could check out the new features, but we're going to have to wait until an updated snapshot comes along. New features beyond the stuff that they're doing with advancements and custom recipes. They have added colored beds, finally. And the dancing parrots were in the last snapshot, but those are pretty darn neat too. Apparently you can bounce up and down on them. They work a little bit like slime blocks when you land on them. They even prevent some damage. So that's neat. The new visual features are definitely fun. They've got some cool stuff going on for the next snapshot. The adventure map maker stuff is going to be awesome. People are going to do fantastic stuff with that. Again with the falling off half slabs while crouched. Why you do this to me, Minecraft? Why? Anyway, it's not a particularly big deal. We can just head on back. You crash right after saying your computer might explode. Fall Girl, how you doing? I haven't seen you around in a while. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Transpog. Alright, let's try to do this without falling off the map, because that would be nice. Coolness, yeah, hey, welcome. New players are always welcome to come on over during the stream and check the place out. If you want to come play here, you are, of course, welcome to do that as well. It's a public server, and we accept everybody except assholes. No assholes. We have a very strict no assholes rule. We make an exception for Birds, though. He's our asshole. Right? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I don't know if you're referring to the stream or to the server, but we're all very proud of both of them here. Probably the server a little more so than the stream, because half the time the stream is just me goofing off and talking to myself. But what's wrong with that, right? If you want, you can go check out Room 19. It's our beta adventure server. It just launched 2 days ago. It's brand new. And it's a combination of a role-playing quest server and clan PvP server. Well worth checking out, if you ask me. It's all new code. It's all basically based on how I thought good Minecraft PvP server should look, and I couldn't find one, so I wrote one. Early days still. It's all still in early beta, but what we have so far does seem to work pretty well. Just needs more details, more content. But we're running a 1-month beta right now, and you're welcome to go check it out. Mediocre minds also often think alike. Just, I'm not making any aspirations here, but I just thought I'd point that out, because why would I let up on an opportunity to be a jerk? So, if you check it out on list, you can see that some of them are on Room 19, and most of them are on Elvish. But, yeah, check them both out. These are our primary servers these days. We still have our old PvE server, which we launched 2 years ago or so, with the promise that I would never take it down, but it's not getting much gameplay anymore, and I don't think I'm going to be updating it much anymore either. It'll be like our legacy server. It'll be the place we go when we're feeling nostalgic. So that's decent. We could do with some lighting up here. Maybe I could put glowstone on these. But let's see. Our interior lighting is still good. We've got the lights up here. No issues there. And we have fewer lights than we did have, but we still have lights in here as well. I'm going to close this section here off, I think. See, I'm afraid that this block is actually... Oh, it's not. I was afraid that it was exposed to the outside world. So I'll just put a glowstone in there. You're on PvE. So you are. My bad. We still have people on PvE. And that's perfectly okay. It's not going to go away. I only have 3 Sulker chests. I haven't spent much time in the end, frankly. Some players have been out there and started up entire shops selling end supplies. I don't really have the time to go on extensive exploration tours. Okay, so let's look at this. This is kind of consistent up until here, so I think I want that to be consistent all along. And that's easy to do. We just need to do that, and then we'll fix this one. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? I think this is looking pretty good. It's a little cramped in the corner here, but these are basically going to be like my private quarters, I guess. I'm going to put my bed down there is what I mean by that, and, you know, a picture of my mom on the nightstand. Alright, let's see. This is... Yeah, I have room for a double bed. If you want to know what your quests are on Room 19, you can type /show quest or just click with a compass. Hello, welcome. Would you like some baked potatoes? Or some... Here, have an apple. And maybe some cookies? You look like you could use a couple cookies. If you need anything else, let me know. Have a look around. You can build most places. Yeah, I saw you said that you were hopping on. That's cool. Good to see you. Feel free to have a look around. And if you want to build, like I said, you can build most anywhere except the central spawn area. Do /map to get a map of the entire central area. There are no world borders on this server. The interior 10,000 by 10,000 area is pre-rendered. If you go outside that, there might be some terrain generation that you need to sit around and watch. But it shouldn't slow you down too much. It's not like we're constantly doing terrain gen or anything. So, nightstand, that would be basically just, we'll have a workbench on one side and a chest on the other. The map is basically infinite, yeah. I mean, it's not like, oh, there's already a workbench there. Actually, I don't really need anything. Maybe I'll just put like a flower pot or something. And that'll be just my temporary storage. Hold on, none of this makes sense. None of what I'm doing makes any sense at all. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a workbench here, which I think it'll be visible from down there, obviously, but that's not the end of the world. And let's see. Joker, do you still have leather for sale?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. I'm going to head down to Joker's shop and buy some leather so I can make some new picture frames.
I also sell item frames.
I think I can afford a couple sticks, unless the prices are the same, in which case I'll just buy item frames. Wow, okay.
I can't remember.
Can't hit the broadside of a creeper today. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down. I'm singing over a completely different song. I probably shouldn't do that. That's the nice thing about playing music on stream these days. It prevents me from actually singing to myself. I didn't give away all my food, did I? No, I have plenty. And I have a bunch more.
Yeah, did you hear about Jay Giles?
Yeah, very sad.
Of course, probably everybody on the stream would have no idea who Jay Giles is, but if you've ever heard the song Centerfold, then now you know.
Yeah, a lot of times when people die, I'll be like, hey, I remember that guy, and everybody else is like, huh? Al Jarreau died recently. I was like, the guy from the Moonlighting theme, and everybody was like, who's Al Jarreau and what's Moonlighting?
Wow,
Right.
I didn't even know that.
9 for 16. Oh, Joker, you're killing me. 8 for 8. Your pricing is a little inconsistent. That's effectively a diamond for 8 leather. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go breed up some cows. I need to have some cows breeding anyway, so this is a good excuse for me to get a little cow pen going. And I know where to do it, too. We're going to do it over in Villagerville. Charlie Murphy? See, I don't know who Charlie Murphy is. Alright, so leather. Don't need a lot, but we do need some leather. The Chappelle Show. Yeah, sorry, that's kind of outside of my realm of interest. I don't watch a whole lot of television. Although I finally finished the second season of The Man in the High Castle last night, and that is a fantastic series. If dystopian fiction is your thing, definitely check that out. And the new season of Mystery Science Theater 3000 is starting Friday on Netflix. I'm really excited by that. I mean, that show was canceled 20 years ago.
Dev said that he can give you some item frames if you go to his place. You were wanting to check it out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, where's your place, Dev? We'll go check out your place, and I will relieve you of those unwanted item frames. Dev has been working on a great big ship, is my understanding. Hey, if fantasy is your thing, then maybe, just maybe, The Man in the High Castle is not for you. I could probably just look them up on the map and do it from there. Let's go ahead and take a peek. 8922 is our map here. I really love the way the map looks on room 19 with all of the encounter locations. Yeah, I know where your base is. What the hell is wrong with me? It's right next to Villagerville. I've been there like 100 times. I'm such a dolt. Sometimes I'm such a dolt. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you like what you see, please do consider following me on Twitch or subscribing on YouTube. And if you already are and you want to give me a little extra exposure, just like a video or comment on something, or, you know, do something to help make Stately Internet famous. Because Lord knows I'm not going to be able to do it by myself. And again, I stream every day, 6 Pacific. You're welcome to join me any single day of the week, and you can hop on the server whenever you want. There's pretty much always somebody on these days, although the night shift has been a little quiet lately. Alright, once I've checked out Dev's Place Flyboy, I will come over to planning, and we'll look at your build there and your portal design. This is... have I seen this one before? Yeah, this is the one that Turkey contracted Steph to do, or Steph contracted Turkey to do. I don't know if it's actually finished and farming up stuff, because I haven't seen like a Prismarine shop in the spawn town yet.
It's his old request to build shop.
Oh, they're selling Priz there now?
Yeah.
Sweet, I did not know that. If weird stuff happens on Room 19, guys, please file a ticket. Because I need to know. If I don't know, I can't fix it. I forgot how to get out of a boat. Crouch. Crouch to get out of a boat. If anybody's looking for a puppy, there's an untamed dog at -750, -200 on the edge of the island. It's -750, -200 ballpark. I'm going to pull up the map real quick, make sure I'm going the right way. What do you guys think? Should I use a mini-map while I'm playing? I feel like, especially on the Room 19 server, it would be appropriate to have a mini-map, because it's more of a roleplay server. On this one, you know, I don't mind either way much. Holy cow. Holy cow! Last time I saw this, it was a 1-block wide outline at the water level.
Pretty nifty, isn't it?
Holy cow! Heilige Kuh! Vachon! I'm not even sure if Vachon is holy cow in French, but I thought it sounded pretty good. Fichez la vache! Fichez la vache? Oui! Fichez la vache! This is amazing. I mean, Dev's a really good builder. We knew that, but this is amazing. This makes my little boat look like a life raft.
You could pull them up next to each other, and it could be a regular life raft for this.
Yeah, seriously, you could drop my boat off of this boat. You could transport my boat in the hull of this boat. This is fantastic. Look at that jib. I like the cut of your jib, Dev. I mean, seriously, your jib is really nicely done. See? That's an awesome jib. Alright, well, we're going to go get a couple of views for you guys on stream from a nice distance so you can check it out for yourself. But first, the hull isn't quite there yet. It looks like, oh yes, cannon ports. Oh my god! You could, like, host Trump's inauguration in here. Not Obama's, but Trump's. This is fantastic. It's beautiful. Do I need to tell y'all something? I didn't know that. I didn't realize I had to tell y'all something.
The thing we did earlier?
Oh, yes. Hey, I totally got distracted here. Hey, everybody, please take a second to congratulate our newest moderator. Joker is now officially a mod, so do not cross her, for I am told that her wrath is swift. So congratulations, Joker. I'm going to go stand on your sail. I don't even think I could get down safely from there. Alright, is there clan member limit? No, there's no clan member limit. You can have as many members in a clan as you want. As of right now. I haven't really even started thinking about whether or not it's like necessary or desirable to limit clans. I think it's probably not. The price of creating a clan is pretty high, but what I'm considering here is that this server will probably be a long-term server. It's not going to reset every 3 months or anything like that. I'm hoping to come up with ways of like adding worlds to the existing server so you can keep expanding and we can keep up with new players. But what that means is that, you know, once the server's set up and once everybody's been playing for a while, it's going to be like a choice of clans when you first join. And you're not going to have to spend forever trying to start one up yourself unless you really, really want to. This is an absolutely amazing build, Dev. Did you build this from scratch, or did you build it based on a design? Did you use something for inspiration? Because this seems to be, like, ridiculously accurate with the sails and everything. This is an epic build. This is an absolutely epic build. I'm going to have to try to 3D print this one of these days.
That would be cool.
Right? I'm not sure I can, though. There's so many overhangs and stuff here, and that's all hard to print. You want to be Joker's first mute. Yeah, fantastic build. And you said you had some leather for me, Dev? Let's go say hi. See if we can bum some leather off of him. I know it's been a while, but I am so... Really? That's fantastic. I used to live in Amsterdam, and they have the Batavia, the VOC Batavia, which is a replica ship that they built in the river in Amsterdam. I don't think Dev is down here. He was earlier, but it's no big deal. I can get back up. I think. Yeah, I hit Dev in the face with my pearl. Okay, this is going great. And now I'm going to end up in the ocean. On the bottom of the ocean, most likely. Just waiting for that pearl to land. There we go. And now we swim up. That wasn't too bad. I didn't even drown or anything. Is it to scale? It looks like, what is it, about 70 blocks long? Much obliged. Hey, 29, how you doing? How's your finger? You feeling better? So, yeah, we got to check out Dev's place, and that's got to be like the highlight of the stream right here. I mean, just look at that. All right, let's head on over to planning. Flyboy has been wanting me to check out his house on planning for a while, and he has a banner design for Fort Barbary as well. So let's go have a look. I've been going around looking at the various plots and all of these adventure server builds that people have put together, and there's some fantastic work on planning. A bit fatter, just to make it seem more proportionate. Check this out. This was our second build challenge. So the theme was an overgrown homestead, and this was a 20-minute build challenge. So each and every one of these builds was created within 20 minutes, and I think they all turned out really nicely. Yeah, don't punch the villagers. That's a terrible idea. Good stuff. Yeah, that's Easter egg season again. What are you animating, 29? Anyway, yeah, minor distraction here, but let's go head over to Flyboy's place. Is this what you've been working on, your modern house here? You got an entire little park going on around it. I like this. Yeah, this is like a $1.2 million house in the Berkeley Hills. Very cool. You got a fridge. That's excellent. Oh, right. I am... That's fantastic. It's a very aggressive refrigerator. You just press the button and it immediately opens. And you got a basement? Do you have a basement? Oh my, yes. Secret laboratory down here. Look at Derpy here. I don't like the derpy snowman much, but it's kind of neat that you can do it, right? Yeah, this definitely looks like a lab. Sterile room. Actually, it looks a little bit like a motion capture studio. And then there's an upstairs. Got your enchanting setup going on here. You know, that's something that we do need to get started on. I was thinking, and we can go check that out right now if you guys want. Ah, sweet. That's awesome. Good stuff. That sounds like fun. Oh, man, that's why we have ad block. I don't think I've seen an ad on Google in forever. Although, they do advertise on Android, and their ads on Android are so unobtrusive that I don't really care. Okay, and the banner, we'll just TP to him. I'm following you. With a water bucket, okay. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this could work. I think maybe I can like do something in orange and brown or something like that to match with the colors. Did you get your honor back up, Birds? But I like the design. Sure. And I have a bunch of white banners, so maybe I could do like some combination of white background and like maybe an orange stripe and then a black foreground or a brown foreground. I'll play with it a little bit. I like the design though. It looks very nice. It's kind of a sun. This is like a sun. That's an actual design that you can get on banners. Sure, yeah. See what you can come up with that kind of matches the colors of Fort Barbary. It's mostly like, well, you know what it is. It's mostly sandstone and acacia. So like yellows, browns, oranges would be good, and maybe like one offsetting color to stand out. Cool, excellent. Bunch of stuff I haven't seen before, and a bunch of stuff I guess this looks like a ladder game. This looks like a King of the Hill-ish kind of thing. Not quite sure. I'll ask Birds next time I see him. This is all Bird's plot. He has all kinds of cool stuff in his builds. He's always building redstone things. Sometimes they work, sometimes not so much, but they're always fun to try out. Alright, so let's head on over to Elvish again and have a look at the location that I had in mind for our modern town. And I was talking about doing a modern, like, metropolis downtown with skyscrapers and things like that. Right now, I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe a modernish residential area with maybe mansions and things like that. But, you know, creativity is best left unfettered, so the less specific you are about these things, the better. Phoenix. Did I not say Phoenix? I don't know why. I'm always confusing Turkey and Phoenix, even though they're completely different people, and I know that well. Oh, are we doing this again? Don't do this again. This makes me sad. There we go. F3A, guys. If you see huge laps in the world, gaps, F3 and A makes it go away. Yeah, I've done that before. You accidentally shift-click and suddenly you have 48 boats. Anyway, we're heading down to Villagerville, which is just up the coast. So I guess we're heading up to Villagerville. And hold on just a sec. I need to bash a couple little buttons here. There. That's better. But there's a very nice plain by the water. There's a portal right next to it. So I'm thinking that would be a good location. What I'm thinking I'll do is like just get a couple of volunteers to put in the infrastructure, and you guys can put in the roads and mark out the plots. And do the lighting and any decorative stuff that you want. And then we'll kind of meter out the plots the same way we do in Spawn Town. Alright, birds, take it easy. See you next time. So we'll just let everybody who's, you know, built something nice on the server, who we know can build cool stuff. We'll let them have a plot and kind of just let them have fun with it. I mean, modern is a theme unto itself, I suppose. We don't have to be too specific. This is only about 1,000 blocks. Only 1,000 blocks. It's a big map. Again, if you're new, and I know a bunch of you are newish, Elvish does not have a world border. The map shows the central 10,000 by 10,000 area. And that entire area is pre-generated, so there's no terrain generation in the central area. But you can leave that area, and outside of that, you just have to sit around and wait for the terrain gen. But again, it's normally not a big issue. There's no plot to have yet, Hunter. That would be very premature. But yeah, of course. I just try to avoid derp in our town builds. That's like the biggest issue, really. So this is Villagerville. This is a village that I expanded, and I put some door farms in, so we have a nice high villager count. Some good traders. I don't often, but I have. And for some reason, they always seem to end up in the water. I think it's probably because they're idiots. I didn't want to fill in the water because as a feature it makes the town look much better. And as you can see, we haven't done a whole lot to change the actual nature of the town. Everything we've done kind of just fits in with the way it already is. We do have a little market stall here. We had a mending villager. I found one and it got neatly put into a market stall, and then like the next day it got blown up. That's Zippy's Cathedral in progress. But the area I'm thinking about is over here. So that is the public iron farm. It's a single cell iron farm, so it's not like massive amounts of iron, but you can still get half a stack an hour or so. And you can see the portal. And then we have this nice big plain out here, and I figure we can set up like one big loop road or something, and fill a bunch of this out. What do you guys think? Does this seem like a good location for a town for you?
That would be pretty cool.
It's pretty good, right? There's a nice harbor here, so you can have ocean views, and we could just do like a long meandering loop road that leaves maybe room for a dozen plots, and we can always expand it outwards. This is a player who isn't here anymore, so we can remove this claim, I think. I'll have to double check to make sure he's no longer active. Usually we don't remove claims unless a player's gone inactive, and builds we generally don't remove at all. Unless they're derp or extremely low effort. I don't know what the deal is with this, but somebody just likes making the world ugly. I'll probably roll this back. Wonder if this was going to be a canal or something. Oh, it's a railroad. It's just... Okay. Alright, well, we can roll this back or fix it up or something. Flightwish's house? Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? Stand still so I can murder you. Well, poop. I fell on my keys. And now I can't get out of here. That's why we have pearls. Wait, what? Exclamation mark? What? Has something terrible happened? Well, maybe we can just integrate this into the town. I need to move before I start chatting because I gotta train. I don't know. Any of you guys ever played EverQuest? The first EverQuest. And I got in at the tail end for like a hot minute. But you could train mobs. You could train like an entire region full of mobs and just get them to follow you halfway around the map. It was actually, it was a way of griefing on EverQuest. People would train like every mob on the map around and just dump them somewhere amongst a bunch of unexpected noobs. So this, if you haven't seen it before, is the public iron farm. There's some iron in the chest, actually. And if you stand on the things here in AFK, other people can't get in and plunder the chest. So that one's free for everybody to use. Roger that. Take it easy, Dev. So I think maybe that's a good location. So what I'll do, probably tomorrow or day after, I'll put out a request for volunteers. And we'll put together an infrastructure team. We'll get 2-3 people who want to work on setting up the road networks, marking out the plots, coming up with like a style for the roads and for the street lighting, and maybe some infrastructure. Maybe we'll put a train station in the middle or something. I don't really have any interest in any of these mobs. I just don't care. I just don't care. So I'll head back to Spawn Town right now, and we'll work a little bit on prettying up today's build. Oh, like in your face. Really? What was that? Was that like an impenetrable shield or something? It was a perfect hit and it just bounced right off him. Hey, Ziggy. Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. It's just you and me on here, Joker. Everybody else has gone to play on Elvish. So maybe we'll spend 20 minutes on Elvish at the end of the stream as well. Take it easy. See you next time. This is Elvish. Everybody else is on room 19. I'm telling you, man, 2 hours of talking to yourself and your mouth just kind of starts working on its own, and sometimes the words that come out, you kind of hear them and you're like, wait, did I just say that? Did my brain instruct my mouth to say that? It's kind of weird. You end up in a kind of a fugue state, a trance state, where you're just kind of constantly talking. It's a little strange. Oh, Zexy, 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 Zexy. It's some kind of streamer's curse, I think. So let's see how that new roof line looks from the outside for starters. That's better, right? It's got a bit more depth to it, but most importantly... Alright, take it easy. Most importantly, I think we need to do the same on the first tier here, though. Might do that off camera. Don't have to worry about that too much right now. You're welcome to talk, you know that. Let's get some flower pots. I think we need a couple of flower pots next to the bed. And we'll put them on shelves, right? And these make good shelves. Let's see. Do I have... I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see what we have in the way of flowers. A couple of ferns, perfect. Maybe because they're ferns, we won't put them on shelves. We'll just put them on the ground. Right next to the bed might not be a great idea. Let's try something different. Let's pop one down here, put one here. I don't generally use paintings for decorations. I don't like them much, to be honest. So, you know, I'll like hang up a picture of a fish or something instead. But maybe we'll make an exception today. What do you guys think? Shall I make a painting? Why not, right?
Why not?
I can always remove it if I don't like it. And one piece of wool. I'm not sure what I did with all those white banners that I accidentally made. Thanks again for the leather, Dev. I'm thinking Dev said he'd still be on Twitch, but either way, thank you. Well, that's actually pretty good. It's nice and non-committal. That looks fine. We'll keep that. And we have a little workbench here, so that kind of leaves this area in need of some decorations. What do you guys think? What can I do to further pretty this place up? I feel like this would be a good place for a little shelf, and we could have... Damn, I have exactly the thing. I know what needs to go there. I have to go get it, though. Oh, you know what would be a fun project sometime, maybe towards the end of the week or next week? We could head down to the Nether and make a wither skeleton hunting ground. Because that's something we don't really have yet. We don't even have like a fully automatic blaze grinder yet. The Nether is kind of underdeveloped on the server. We don't have a Nether rail. We do have a bit of an infrastructure going on. So it's pretty easy to get around. And we have a manual blaze farm. So... you know, it's not completely undeveloped. And we have a nice hub. We got at least that going for us. Right, with the pressure plates. Derp. But it would be nice to have some rails down here for getting around faster.
Yeah, I finally decided to put pressure plates in.
That is wise, yes. On the inside, anyway. Not on the outside, because then the Ziggs will just walk in.
Right.
And this, my little route to the blaze grinder is also woefully underdeveloped. One of these days I'll have to make this pretty too. I used to have an art teacher in high school who I rather liked. He was a fascinating guy, the brother of a reasonably famous Dutch cartoon artist. But a very talented artist in his own right. And his son was a good friend of mine as well. What? Okay, Stately. It's like deja vu all over again. Do try to pay attention. I'm going that way because that's where I'm going. Alright, Flyboy, take it easy. See you next time. Remember, guys, Room 19 is public. Don't go like advertising it on forums or anything because I don't think we can deal with that kind of influx. But if you want to invite your friends over to come test it out, please do. Also, it's an early beta, so if you run into strange things, please let me know. I need feedback in order to make it work better. Do you not have any friends on Elvish Breaker? Wait, it's not here? Oh, there it is. This is what we need to decorate our bedroom. Because who doesn't want a skull in their bedroom, right? I have, over the last couple of years, written a bunch of plugins for, mostly originally for our PvE server. Not this PvE server, our server named PvE. And I used a lot of that on the Room 19 server. The problem is, when I wrote much of it, and I've updated a bunch, but when I wrote much of it, I didn't take into account that I'd want to do some of the things that we do in different worlds. So, for example, heads don't work properly in the Nether. And right now, it's not even possible to create protected regions using my new code in the Nether or the end. So, somewhere during or after the first beta, the current beta, I am going to have to refactor a bunch of code so that it can be used everywhere, because I definitely want to be able to have encounter locations in the Nether. Let's be honest, the Nether is boring. I mean, fortresses are great, and that's all there is. That's like the only feature in the Nether. So we're going to come up with a way to have Nether encounters the same way we have them in the overworld on Room 19. And I'm going to flesh the Nether out a little bit. I think that'll be awesome. Okay, let's see. This, for the record, in case you haven't seen it, is my ship. There's lots and lots of death in the Nether, yes. And it's a cute ship, but, I mean, compared with what Dev built, it's a life raft. I mean, his ship compares to my ship as my ship compares to this boat I'm sitting in. Every single time we get this song on the playlist, it sounds like the theme song to a 1960s spy show.
You should christen your ship the Minnow.
The Minnow. The Minnow would be lost. No, it's the Winchester. Somebody decided it should be named the Winchester, and I was like, hey, that's great. We'll go to the Winchester, have a pint, and wait for this all to blow over. So, yeah, I have a little room here, and don't know what I'm going to do with this space yet, but it gives me another viewing area from whence. Whence means from where. From whence means from where. Whence to watch the world go by. So that's good. And I have some frames to replace these guys now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that too. Let's make some more sticks. Now with dark oak. Dark oak is not trivial to come by. We'll use spruce instead. Spruce is pretty easy to come by. Not the dark oak is hard to come by, but there we go. That should be enough. More than enough. But I'll just make them all. Have some in storage. Let's see. I broke a bunch of them. Okay, so this one is horse stuff, basically. This one is redstone stuff. This one...
I don't know what I was thinking with my item frame prices. I will definitely be changing those.
They're a little steep, just a tiny bit.
They're a lot steep.
Fine, they're a lot steep. I'm not denying that.
Don't sugarcoat it.
There's no way to sugarcoat this. Those are some darned expensive item frames.
Right. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's all good. Alright, that's some clear inventory. So this is food. Food is properly represented by an apple. And then over here we have our sundry bits of armor and our sundry bits of weapons, which has nothing but a stick in it, so we'll just leave that one empty for now. Okay, so we got our signs back up. This, I knew you were going to be able to see this, but whatever, it's no big deal. So I think the next project for Fort Barbary is going to be, A, get the banners done, but B, make this room into something. And then I'll continue working on my secret underground lair part of the build, which is, so far, my overflow storage over here. Alright, Joker, good luck with the adulting. Don't adult too hard.
I'll try not to. I'm just really wishing it was Friday instead of Thursday, because I have parent-teacher conferences tomorrow from 3:30 to 7:30. So not only do I have to adult, but I have to adult for a long time.
I have to adult for a very long time. Parent-teacher conferences sounds like the most miserable part of being a teacher.
Yes, it's pretty boring, especially because I hardly get any parents come to see me because I do a daily notebook home.
Oh, so they don't actually show up. You just kind of sit around sipping coffee and twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah, pretty much, and I can't even play Minecraft, which sucks.
Why can't you play Minecraft?
Because, can't download it on school computers.
Gotcha. Well, so be it. Hang in there. Hope you have a good time.
Alright, night.
Ciao. Alrighty, let's head on back to the overworld. We're going to use our secret exit here, because I like to play with my secret exit. Obviously, this isn't fully fleshed out yet. It's still kind of a work in progress, but... Aha! See? Secret cove. Right under the tower. And we're back at Fort Barbary. One of these days I'm going to take that area back there and turn it into like my farms. Maybe I'll do that next week too. We'll set up a little private farm. Aw, it's gone quiet. The last couple of days have been a little quiet, one way or the other. It's no big deal. These things come in phases. We have days that there are 20 people on during the stream, and we have days that are 5. As long as we're slowly growing overall, it is all good. Speaking of slowly growing overall, if you're watching and you like what you see, please do consider following me on Twitch or subscribing on YouTube. And if you don't, that's fine too. I just hate you. I don't know. I gave this lot to Phoenix in exchange for another lot, which he wasn't supposed to have, and he didn't do anything with it, so I think I might just roll it all back and come up with something else. You don't think your art teacher will be impressed by your crushed pencil sculpture? I don't know, man. It's hard to judge art. Not that that stops people from doing it, but it's hard to do. All right, so let's head over to room 19 for a little bit towards the end of the stream. We don't really even have enough people on to play Toybox right now. So, let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's dark. I'm in the Outer Realm, so I'm safe. I'm going to be very careful entering the wilderness for a while. So I did manage to gear up. I got a bunch of iron and 8 diamonds, which is pretty decent. I mined a lot. I would have liked to have more diamonds than 8 for the amount of effort I put into it, but it is what it is. Let's head on over to spawn and see what the villagers there have to offer. I added some new villagers at spawn as quest givers, so more nitwits. Okay. Oh, balls. My health is pretty bad. You know what? It doesn't really matter, does it? I'm in a safe area. I'm just going to respawn at spawn anyway. Go on, skeleton. Kill me. Really? Couldn't even get the job done. Yeah, so I didn't really want to stand around and wait. I figured I'd give him a fighting chance, but it didn't quite work out. I am at half a heart. Yeah, I thought I had a boat in my inventory, but apparently I dropped it somewhere. And I don't have a safe place to put a chest or anything yet. I don't have a claim. I was about halfway to getting the Q-Bucks I needed when birds killed me. Speaking of birds killing me, how do you feel about treason, Hunter? I'm just asking for your general opinion on the subject. Oh wow, that got me far. That was really worth the trouble, he said sarcastically. And now my boat disappeared. This is probably why I keep losing my boat. That's some kind of server-side glitch. I'm not sure if it's Spigot or if it's vanilla Minecraft. But it's a little irritating. Not the end of the world, obviously. Just mildly irritating. I should be heading south, and I'm heading west. I had 8 Q-Bucks on me when birds killed me. But I am heading the wrong way. I'm supposed to be heading... I don't know which way I'm supposed to be heading. I should pull up the map and have a look. It's not really safe right now. here. I'll cower. I'll have myself a nice little cower while I check the map. And I am due north of spawn, so I just need to be heading due south. That's fine. So I've said this before, I will be adding new features to the beta. I'm not going to add new encounter locations or anything because the map's obviously already pretty much set. But what I do want to add... Oh, come on. This way. Thank you. What I do want to add, and I think will be a lot of fun, is a method for dueling. I think people should be able to PvP consensually. Sounds like a plan, Hunter. I would happily take your charity. I'm not a proud man. That said, bear in mind, everybody can see the direct messages you send to me because I'm streaming. And then we'll call it a truce. Which is a good thing, too, because I was spending a lot of time reading up on player traps yesterday. How does the bed placement work? Okay, so beds on all of our servers work the same way they do in vanilla. You place your bed to set your spawn. The only difference is you can place... I mean, you can set your spawn at night. You can set your spawn during the day by right-clicking on a bed. You don't have to wait until nighttime to set your spawn. And in order for the night to pass, you don't need all players to sleep. Fair enough. Sounds like a plan. What was I saying? You don't need all players to sleep. You need 1/4 of all players rounded down to sleep. So generally, unless it's pretty busy on the server, you only need one person sleeping to cause the day to go. Cause the big yellow ball to come back. The day star. Bring back the day star! I'm a little tired. I'm starting to make less and less sense. There's a village up ahead. I don't know if it's one that I've seen before. It's obviously one that's been discovered because we're pretty much at the center of the map. And I think I've been to this one. And if memory serves, this village does not have a quest giver. We'll have a quick look around because if it does... Are you a quest giver? No, you're just a brown coat in the dark. Oh, there's nothing preventing beds from being placed anywhere. If you can place blocks, you can place beds. But there's also nothing preventing other people from breaking them. So, obfuscation might work to a degree. You can place them underground if you want to. The only limitations on placement are ender chests are completely disabled on the server, and regular chests can only be placed at or above y=64. So no underground chests. Although, I guess you can place them in mountains. I'm not entirely sure if that's something I need to worry about or do something about. One of the things that I'm trying to avoid is I'm trying to avoid making it beneficial to build underground lairs and hidden stuff. But the way it's set up right now, it kind of makes people always build their bases in extreme hills. So I'm thinking that's kind of A, an unintended consequence, and B, potentially something I might want to think about. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is maybe having the bottom Y level of every new region be calculated when the region is created. And have it go no more than, say, 2 blocks underground. So if you were to create a region in extreme hills, the bottom of the region would just be high up. That would take away the motivation to particularly build in places like extreme hills or inside of desert hills like that. And that would take away motivation to build derp as well. So maybe we'll do that. That might be the way this goes. I don't know yet. For some reason, all of the villagers in this village are always standing here on the north side of town, outside in the desert. And I have no idea why, other than villages be wackio. The AI on Minecraft Villagers is just craptacular. Anyways, we should be getting pretty close to spawn now. We'll go check out the villagers and see what they've got going on. If you haven't been on here before, Room 19 is our new adventure server. It's a combination clan PvP server with role-playing aspects, including a quest system. It's all very early days. I walked straight by spawn. I just passed right by it. I must have been able to see it out of the corner of my eye because I was literally right next to it. I might be an idiot. You might be stupid if... Oh man, I'm running low on food too. That's not all I have, but I think that's all the cooked food I have. Hey there, Spawn! Watching it slowly pop in is always kind of fun. I have the draw distance set a little bit short on the server for the beta. In part just to mitigate any potential performance issues, but honestly, performance has been pretty good. I haven't really had any big performance concerns here. It seems to be behaving on par with Elvish. I tried very hard to make all of the code as efficient as possible. Not too much heavy-duty stuff going on, and what is distributed as well as it can be. So performance, I've had no complaints so far. So this ain't bad, right? Anyway, last night I added more quest givers down here. We've got 6 of them in here now, and there's no way I'm getting 8 poisonous potatoes. What about you? You have a quest for me? 32 gunpowder. I have 4. I don't know. I might be able to get it in 60 minutes, but I'd be tempted to try to get the gunpowder before I accept the quest. 64 mushrooms for 2 Q-bucks. 8 bone blocks for 1 Q-buck. That would be great if I had a skeleton grinder. 32 gunpowder. 6 zombie bandit flesh. I think we're going to do this one. Let's go ahead and kill some zombie bandits. Yeah, I'm not going to starve, but well, I'll tell you what. We'll cook up some food along the way if we have to. Zombie bandit flesh is pretty easy to come by. There's Nerys Point to the east-northeast. We'll head there first. Pretty much just a straight line out from here. But 6, I might have to hit up 2 encounter sites before I can get 6 zombie bandit flesh. So one of the things that I did last night is I rebalanced a few of the quests. I made some of them a little cheaper as far as the resource requirements, and I buffed up the rewards on a few others. In particular, the low-end zombie bandit quest now pays 2 Q-bucks for 5, and then there's another quest that pays 3 Q-bucks for 6. The reasoning being that about a quarter of the encounter locations are actually zombie bandit flesh drops. And I wanted like a low-level quest that's pretty easy to do and to find. And having 2 separate quest locations for that just makes that a little bit easier. Alright, this guy I have to deal with. Again, playing hours and hours of Darkest Night over on Toybox has taught me how to back up and kite zombies really, really well. Alright, Nerys Point should be right on the edge of the Inner Kingdom past the village here. There will be a way to set your compass to these things, by the way. I haven't quite worked out how I want to do that, in particular because, as of right now, I have no way of tracking to see if an individual player has visited an individual encounter location, and I don't know if I want to let people point their compass to locations they haven't found yet. I don't keep track because I didn't think it was necessary. Every location has a discoverer, and I might actually add the name of the discoverer to the location when you get the "You've entered a location" notification. because I think that would be neat, right? It's not a big thing. You get a couple of honor for discovering locations, and there's an announcement in chat, so you know you get a little recognition for discovering stuff. But maybe having it pop up whenever you enter a region might just get old. I don't know. But that's why this is a beta. Alright, that should be Nerisse Point up ahead. That's it right there. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully get 4 or 5 zombie flesh off this one. And then we'll go find another one for the rest. And at least I'll get some Q-Bucks out of the endeavor. And I guess I should probably kill you for your food. And your leather. Why not? Wait, I did pick up the beef, right? Yeah, it's just I don't have a whole lot. If I had a saddle, I would totally tame that donkey and ride around the map in on a donkey. All right, I'm good on health. I am armed and dangerous. Let's do this. Oh, asshole spawned behind me. They hurt too. I just took 3 damage from a single hit. Hey Hunter, how you doing? I keep not hitting them when I feel like I should be hitting them. Ah, he's on fire. I don't want him to be on fire. Alright, so let's see. Cobblestone I don't need. Rotten flesh I don't need. That's 3. Is that all of them? And the encounter's in cooldown, obviously. So that's 3 out of the 6 I needed. Howdy. Really? A saddle? Pour moi? How excellent are you? I don't need the leather pants so much. I should probably keep the potatoes because food is good. Thanks very much. So now, once I finish this, I'll actually have enough Q-Bucks to get a region and a key, which means I can protect my chests. Oh, and what the? Did I piss off an Enderman? Kind of a rhetorical question, since an Enderman just killed me. Alright, so Brazil Grounds is obviously not a location where, I shouldn't have slept there, that's just dumb. But I did. And it's no big deal, it's not far away. I'm still in the, Outer Realm, so I'm not gonna get ganked. I just need to find another zombie bandit flesh location. And, you know, this area hasn't been discovered. It doesn't look like it's been extensively mapped out. Okay, I'm seeing Strong in the Arm Brace. What I'm going to do is I'll build a boat and I'll sail over there. Do I still have a boat? Did I actually manage? Yes, I managed to pack up my boat this time. Ah, skeleton hiding under a tree. Hey, the music's gone. Let's restart the playlist because we still have a little bit more stream left, and now I'm kind of used to it. I mean, I streamed without music for the better part of 2 years, and it never bothered me. But now, suddenly, we have this music, and I can no longer be without it. One thing that I have talked about before, and I still intend to do, is have some of the quests that villagers give be build quests. The only thing that I haven't wrapped my head around yet is how to evaluate builds. I mean, I don't know of any algorithms that I could theoretically use to decide whether people are building valid stuff or not. Yeah, you have to buy claim blocks there for sale over at spawn. The cheapest one is a 1-chunk claim block for 15 Q-bucks. But the price per chunk goes down significantly when you start buying larger ones. But, you know, the homestead block, for starters, when you're just starting out and you just want to have a little house and a safe place to store your goods, you should totally go for that one. What's up, Chip? Chip get a new skin again? Okay, this isn't going to take too long. We're just sailing around this peninsula here, and then once we get to the location, we'll be able to hop out pretty quick. Is there anybody near a bed? Can anybody hop into a bed real quick? I'd kind of rather not do this fight at night. I like how the sun sets under the ocean in Minecraft. Those chunk load distances, man. Alright, we're back in the Inner Kingdom, which is fine. Let me take a quick look at the map again. I don't have enough screens. I need to like have a map screen open next to the game screen and the chat screens that I already have open. It's just, you know, there's only so many screens you can have on your desk at once without running out of space. Thanks, Hunter. I appreciate it. We do have a way to go here. We're getting close, though. I think we're well over halfway there. So if you have a quest and you want to work out where to actually go get those custom drops that the quest requires, the noise in the background, I'm vaping. That might be it. Sorry if you can hear that. I try not to be noisy. I have two 24-inch screens. Which I like. I wouldn't want to go back. But I couldn't fit another 24-inch screen in here if I wanted to. I'd have to literally go and mount one on the wall above my existing screens or something. I don't know. There's kind of a glitch on the map where some of these chunks aren't loading, and I thought they'd load as soon as somebody passed through them, but I think maybe I'll have to like go in and place a block in each one to force DinMap to regenerate it. In the meantime, though, I need to have my map open, so I'm just gonna plop it over something else here, I guess, for now. Should be fine. Oh, I'm not offended. I smoked for years, and I stopped for years, and then I smoked again for a little while. I figured stop once and for all and just switch to vaping. It's gone quiet. Me and my big fan. Alright, so the next river mouth we're going to come up on is where we want to be. I'm telling you, man, these new boats, they're not new anymore, obviously. They've been around for a while in their current form, but such a massive improvement. Boats were just an exercise in frustration. As a matter of fact, I couldn't write a word of script when I started this server, when I started 1MC3. PvE was... it had some plugins. You can see here my fan. Just don't go all fangirl on me. For protection and stuff like that, but it was like purely vanilla. And the very first script that I wrote was a script that prevented boats from breaking when they bashed into water lilies. Because back in the day, and I'm talking 1.7 and 1.8, boats were just beyond craptacular. They were so bad. They were almost impossible to steer. They'd bounce off the shore if you got out of them. Yeah, let's just not do that anymore. Just, you know, tone it down, mellow out, have fun with everybody else. Alright, so this is where we need to be, and I need... Thank you again. Hunter isn't here anymore, but he's helped me out a lot today. Damn it. Oh, and now I've got hunger too. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to cook up some food. I should be safe here now, right? There's nothing else, like, stalking me. Welcome back, Blocker. Oh, I have baked potatoes. Excellent. I don't need to cook after all. So I'm just going to break this because environmental stewardship. And no mobs? What's going on here? This is the right place. I have the quest, but the mobs aren't spawning. Okay, well, that's a bug. Oh, the encounter's in cooldown. What? Did nothing spawn? Were there, like, no valid spawn areas or something? You know, I usually go with, like, fairly mild flavor fruits. I don't like the things that try to be like cigarettes because they don't taste like cigarettes. And cigarettes don't taste that good anyway. Like, if you're not an active smoker, they're kind of gross. I like me the occasional cigar guitar. Ogre's Femur, Blood of Allah. I'm trying to find another location for zombie bandit flesh. Alright, there's one northwest of here. I guess we'll go have a look. But this is going to be a bit of a walk. At least it's daytime now. And I got some food, so I don't feel bad about sprinting. Sorry, I said northwest. I meant northeast. Oh, come on. Seriously? I just walked straight over a frickin' cactus because I'm smart. And once again, I managed to not bring my boat with me. I need to stop doing that because that's a little dumb. So apparently there's some kind of issue with mobs not spawning properly or not enough of them spawning. I think maybe my search for spawn locations. I'll come check it out tomorrow. We'll have a look. Bear in mind, right now I don't have any setups for like big adventure builds. All I have is I'm not gonna go griefing somebody else's crops. That's just a dick move. But I'm gonna go check out the little base somebody built here because I think. Well, I guess not. There's something going on up here. Let's take a look at least, right? Again, I'm not gonna plunder it or grief it. I don't roll like that. Also, there's nothing really worth stealing in here, so that's fine. It's all good. We'll let it be. Just a little unprotected plot. Not much you can do about that. I haven't even put down a chest yet. I'm trying to get my hands on the key in the region that I need to actually have my stuff protected, and then I'll build myself a little tower or something. A little place to hang out. But we're almost there. Hey, creeper. Well, excuse me, but I'm just going to avoid you. Let's see, it's over here. I think that's it up there. I'm like right on top of it. Is that it? Come on. Oh, here it is. Some of these locations are perhaps a little too well hidden. Oh, check it out. Here they are. Oh! There's a lot of them. And there's a creeper, which is not... Ah, this one has speed. Zombie band. Oh, there's two of them with speed. Fortunately, they don't seem to have a whole lot more hit points than anything else. Oh, I almost got blown up real good there. Alright, the rest of these guys, I think I can control. But I do want the drops, please. Always with these zombie bandits. So my idea is kind of to create a bit of lore around this too. So what I'm thinking is it would be fun to have, you know, different factions in different types of biome. So we obviously have the zombie bandits here, and that's kind of like a prototype for that. Well, that's fine. I mean, these are different things for different people. I'm not going to die with all of this yummy, rotten zombie flesh in my inventory. All right. I survived the encounter. I have the stuff. All I need to do now is get back to spawn and turn it in. Show quest. I have 22 minutes left. So that's alright. It won't take me that long to get back to spawn. We're going to go ahead and do that, and that will be the end of the stream. So I'm going to head southwest to the water. And once we're there, we'll build a boat. We'll sail the rest of the way. We'll turn the quest in. And thanks to Hunter's Minor Treason, I got some of my Q-Bucks back. Actually, I got more back than I lost. But he has bought peace. Because that base of theirs was going to be riddled with player traps. I'm not that good at PvP, but I'm good at vicious and malicious revenge. I'm not sure how I feel about golf. No, I've never played golf. I have nothing against golf. It's definitely not my thing, though. I mean, if you're going to go outside and play outside, just go hiking, right? You don't have to hit a ball with a stupid little stick. As far as participatory sports go, you know, I haven't really played any sports in a while. The only thing that I ever played with any degree of competitiveness has been handball and volleyball. I was a really good handball keeper because I was the only guy on the team who wasn't like dreadfully afraid of that vicious little hard ball. So, you know. You a golf fan, Chip? That's all good. We don't all have the same impeccable taste that I do. Impeccable and objectively superior, I might add. You know what? Do I have enough wood to build a... I don't. Alright, I guess maybe I'll just walk then, because I kind of left the trees behind. But it's not far. I do wish I had the presence of mind to pick up my boat. I think the problem is they like visually disappear for a couple of seconds when you get out of them, and just if it's not there, you assume you already picked it up or something. But whatever, it's probably just a minor glitch. Hopefully something I can fix on my side, but if it's part of the vanilla server bug list, I might not be able to. I have in the past actually fixed vanilla bugs specifically for our servers. There was a bug in 1.9 where minecarts would lose their names if they were broken, that kind of thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's million, billion, trillion, quadrillion? 50 quadrillion? GG. That seems like too many. So you can't really farm quests because you can only get the... why would you need to? Oh, I'm getting shot at. Time to keep moving. And time to eat some taters. Again, having the fast health restore off makes PvP much less ridiculous because, you know, with the fast health restore in vanilla PvP, you can literally... Why is he cheating? I don't know what you're referring to here. I hope you're not publicly accusing players of cheating, because I'm not a fan. Anyway, yeah, the fast health thing, it's kind of, yes, I think it's better, but I do seem to be going through a lot more food than I otherwise would. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, though. I think we're probably okay the way we are. Witches are best avoided. It's dark. I have some stuff to turn in. I mean, keep inventory is on in the Inner Kingdom and Outer Realm, so if I die, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I just want to get back to spawn and turn my stuff in. Yeah, you know, the Elvish server and the Adventure server are meant to appeal to different people and different gameplay types. I mean, but they're both fun. I'll play both of these quite happily, but I understand that they're going to appeal to different people. But I am trying very hard to make kind of a sustainable, rage-free PvP experience as well as I can. I do want this server to be interesting and playable for people who prefer not to do PvP. Dude, if it's important, you can just send me a message in Discord. But whatever. Am I there yet? Due west. Alright, see, I passed by it again. I seem to do that a lot. Due west, that's that away. Ah! Oof. That hurt. I fell out my keys. Sorry, taught you what? Are you talking to me, or are you chatting with somebody else? Because it doesn't seem like you're responding to what I'm saying. Maybe like somebody on Discord, I don't know. Fantastic looking spawn. Alright, let's turn this guy in. And then we'll have Q-Bucks. Really? This isn't suicidal music. This is cheerful. One of my favorite groups from the olden days is the Police. They had a penchant for writing music that just sounded really, really cheerful, and then if you listen to the lyrics, you realize they're really, really depressing. Alright, folks. You managed to waste another perfectly good 2 hours of your time again watching me play Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed it, because if you did, you can do it all over again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm Stately. This is play.1mc3.com. I stream here every day at 6, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!